Welcome to We Learn, Virtual Learning Network. This is session number 31 of Society and Religion, and the chapter is Social Significance of Religious Festivals. Topics to be covered are: what is a religious festival, some religious festivals, social significance, a discussion. What is a religious festival? Derived from the adjective festive, meaning festal, mirthful. Festival means joyful, celebration, feast. So, festival is something which is joyful celebration or a happy occasion. It also means day or season for public celebrations or merrymaking. Day or season for public celebrations or merrymaking. Sociologically, too, a joyful public celebration or merrymaking on or within a fixed day or season is the essential ingredient of a festival. So, sociologically, too, a joyful public celebration or merrymaking that is within a fixed day or a season, within a fixed season, that is the essential ingredient of a festival. Usually, such a celebration also includes feasting. In India, festivals mostly on the continuum of religion and magic, some carrying the overtones of religion and some of magic. So, festivals carry the continuum of religion as well as magic. Mostly, they tend to combine both. Highly routinized and sophisticated rituals and ceremonies may be conducted by the priest or magician, but others may be informally performed at the group level. Meaning of social significance. The religious festival is a social expression of what sociologists or anthropologists conceive as religious experience. So, the religious experience is a social expression of the religious festival. Emil Durkheim pointed out that questions about all sorts of things which surpass the limits of knowledge are the basis of the human social experience we call religion. In order to be social, significance is to be interpreted in the context of meaning which practitioners of a festival assign to it. Its importance is to be interpreted in relation to the patterned network of social relationship in which the festival in question is set. So, the importance is being interpreted in the patterned network of the relationships, of the social relationships in which the festival is set, and also the significance is to be interpreted in context of the meaning when the practitioners assign to it. As a student of sociology, you may be already familiar with the concept of function, which largely includes both meaning and importance. In sociology, function is conceived as observable consequences of a cultural trait, an institution, a patterned social activity, and a role or a set of roles in relation to the operation of the patterned social network it belongs to or of which it is a part. So, function is conceived as either a consequence of a cultural trait, either it's an institution, either it's a patterned or planned social activity, or a set of roles in operation to the social network it belongs to, or it is a way in which people operate. So, function is again used in many contexts and have various meanings. Sanji. In western Uttar Pradesh, Haryana, Rajasthan, and certain parts of Madhya Pradesh, Malwal, and Nimar, Sanji is largely associated with the worship of the goddess Devi. She is known by various names: Devi, Durga, Shakumbri, etc. Celebration of Sanji is virtually related to women and to the art of clay modeling. The idol of the goddess Sanji is modeled, dried, colored, and fixed in a canvas created on a wall by using cow dung. The idol is dressed in lehenga, choli, blouse, and chunri, scarf. Highly bedecked in local ornaments, the Sanji appears to be a true replica of the local rural woman. So basically, a Sanji appears to be a true replica of how a local rural woman looks like. The worship culminates on the day of Durgashtami, though it continues up to Vidyadashmi, the day Dashera is celebrated. By that time, the barley seeds sprout into creamish green shoots. On the day of Dashera in the morning, small bundles of these shoots are placed on the ears of the males of the family. Karwa Chauth. It is a festival of married women confined mostly to the upper strata of Punjab and Hindi speaking belt of the country. As in Sanji, the aspect of Karwa Chauth is not intrinsic to it and hence it is not universally associated with it. It is not practiced in every family and region. In the villages around Lucknow, in the linguistic cultural region called Awadh, Karva is drawn and painted on a wall. So it is a festival of married women and they celebrate it with joy by keeping a fast for their husbands. Karva is observed on the 4th of the black fortnight of the month of Kartik, October to November, 12 days before Dipavali. In this month fall a series of festivals having tantric magical undertones. Karva Chauth is also one of them. It starts with a day-long fast by the women observing it. In the evening, in the twilight of rising moon, the goddess is worshipped and water oblation is offered to the moon. Ravidas Jayanti. On the full moon day of the month of Magh, Purnima, January to February, members of the Chamar caste celebrate the birth anniversary of Sant Ravidas, also known as Raidas. He came from the Chamar caste and was a disciple of Kabir. Rejecting renunciation, he advocated the value of a pure and simple worldly life dedicated to one's family life, caste occupation, and therein to the formless God who transcends all religions and all faiths. Celebration of Ravidas Jayanti was this instituted as a politically motivated religious festive platform. It was first organized in the cities and then it spread to the villages. It became a socio-political movement among the Chamars of northern India. Over the last 6 decades, celebration of Ravidas Jayanti got routinized with overtones of a religious festival. On the day of its celebration, the highly devout observe a fast. Adjustment between man, nature, and society. The months of Agahan and Posh do not have any festivals. By tradition, young married girls return to their fathers' houses to join the winter festivities. These festivals are partly religious but mostly this worldly, given mainly to recreation and merrymaking. Emotional social security of the individual. Karwa Chauth may be said to have a loose group character insofar as it is observed only by married women or by the women of a hilly or neighborhood. It is intended to provide salvation against the evil of the social curse of widowhood. Festivals seeking to attain emotional social security tend to acquire a magical undertone. So it is basically this festival provides salvation against the social evil of the social curse of widowhood, and also emotional social security is provided, and also it is given to the individual by this particular festival. Identity, solidarity, differentiation, and conflict. Identity is your own is your own identity through which a person is recognized with. Socially, religious festivals are also related to group identity and solidarity, how much a group is related and how much they are in unity with each other. Celebration of Muharram is also linked to the pantheistic differentiation between the Shia and the Sunni, as in Lucknow, it often leads to a conflict between them. Celebration of Ravidas Jayanti has not united endogamous groups of its followers into a socially solid group. Social stratification. In the Indian situation, there is a close linkage between the celebration of a religious festival and social stratification. Social stratification on India consists largely of hierarchically arranged castes. So, social stratification in India, that is, the castes and class are hierarchically arranged. Caste based occupational roles have been subservient to agricultural economy and to the social economic position of the agriculturist. So, caste based occupational roles, the roles which are caste based, that is subservient to agricultural economy and to the social economic position of the agriculturist. Next is ritual art. Ritual art relates to the expressive aspect of religion in society. How a religion is expressed through art or through painting or drawing. It may be found associated with various forms of art, drawing, painting, modeling, sculpturing, and decoration, floral and otherwise. So basically, it is found in various expressions, that is, drawing, painting, modeling, sculpturing, and decoration. Karwa is characterized by the art of drawing and painting, and Sanchi by that of clay modeling, technically speaking, by the art form of tile mural. Artists may be specialists as well as non specialists, where rituals are directed by a specialist and celebration of the festival is set in the stratificational structure. Creation of relevant art objects may become a job of one or the more specialists. In a village in the polyandrous tract of Garhwal, the wooden idols of Hanuman, bear, and sheep are carved by the village carpenter, the Budi. Unity in diversity. In a pluralistic society like ours, emotional realization of unity in diversity is our socio cultural ethos and philosophical worldview. Our religious festivals are also seen in the corresponding socio cultural matrix. Like cultural traits, religious festivals too have the tendency to diffuse. So, diffusion is both vertical and horizontal. Unity in diversity of Shakti cult manifests at another level, at the level of region and habitat. In Malwa in MP, Sanji is celebrated during Pitri Paksha in the western Uttar Pradesh, after Pitri Paksha, and at Mathura in the month of Shravan. In Bundelkhand, UP, it is a form of Mamuliya, and in Maharashtra, a form of Gulabi. In eastern UP and Bihar, it is Jhinjia, and in Bengal, the powerful Durga cult. So that was all about religious festivals and how they are celebrated, the festival of Karwa Chauth, and how it is celebrated in a huge manner by the married women. And these are some of the questions. Now you have to do it yourself. Question number 1, describe the festival of Sanchi and what is ritual. That's all. Thank you. Happy learning. We learning.